Welcome to my project bazaar.com. Now let me see about hierarchical filter motion for action recognition in crowded videos. Now let's see about the abstract. In this paper, we propose an efficient hierarchical filtering technique to extract motion information and reduce the distracting motions that are caused by the background moving objects. Initially, we segment a person from the video. In this paper, we detect the 2D RS corner detection. It is the step of algorithm that rely on identifying the characteristic points or interest points. It makes correspondence between images, recognize textures, categorize objects or build paranorms. These affine invariant detectors is capable of identifying similar region in images from different motion vectors. Motion history calculation. These corner points are placed as a feature values. Finally, it will classify by the GMM. GMM represents Gaussian mixture model. It will predict about the action. A motion history image is the basis of the representation. It is the static image template where pixel intensity is a function of redundancy of motion in a sequence. Recognition is accomplished in the feature-based statistical framework. This is the flow of our process. Here we have to given the input video. The input video will be the crowded video. From the crowded video, here we are going to identify the action. The input video will pass to the frame conversion. In this technique, we converting a video as a frames. A film frame or video frame is the one of the many still images which compose the complete moving picture. The individual frames are separated by the frame lines. Normally, 24 frames are needed to the 1 second of films. After that, it will pass to the motion history image identification. A new view-based template approach to the representation of action is presented. The work is motivated by the observation that a low-resolution imaginary with no strong features or information about the three-dimensional structure of the scheme. Here we are going to detect the motion in the images. For that, initially we are going to separate the humans from the images. After segmenting the human, it will be collected the motion from the single vector. The identified motion will pass to the 2D high-res point detection. It is the step of algorithm that rely on identifying characteristic points or interest points. It makes correspondence between images, recognize structures, categorize objects or build paranorms. These affine invariant detectors is capable of identifying similar regions in images from different motion vectors. The image intensity will change largely in multiple directions. This can alternatively be formulated by examining the changes of the intensity. The detected corner points will pass to the action recognition. For identifying the action recognition, here we are using the GMM. GMM is a probabilistic model for representing the presence of subpopulation within the overall population without requiring that on observed data. So it can predict the action correctly. So after identifying the result, we are getting which action is recognized. Now let's have a demo of our process. Here I am having main.m file. Select this file, right click and run the file. This is our guide design. So here we have to given our input video. In dataset, totally I am having 4 video. First one is the boxing, second is clapping, hand waving and walk. So here we are going to detect the 4 types of action. So now I am selecting one video as input. The provided video will be readed and then the readed video will be displayed in the first axis. After reading the video, it will be converting as a frames. This is the result of frame conversion. After this, we are going to identifying the motion history images. For identifying motion history images, initially we have to detect the human from the frames. From the frames we are detecting the motion history images. This is the result of extracting the human. After that, we are identifying the motion from the extracted background. Okay. After that, we are going to find the 2D Harris points. This is the result of 2D Harris point deduction method. After that, we are going to identify the motion filter. Now let's see the result of motion filter. This is the result of motion filter, so it will take some time to run. The motion filter process is completed. Here we are extracting the features. These extracted features will pass to the action recognition. In action recognition, here we are using the GMM technique for detecting the action. Here GMM is detect this action as the boxing. This is the result of GMM. After this, it will go to the analysis. Here we are showing the analysis result by the use of ROC curve. How much false positive and true positive rate occur in this techniques are showed. Here I am showing the result of crowded video action recognition technique. It will detect the action in the crowded video. Thank you.